everyone did. It was basically just like their dry run for Dota, wasn't it?
Shut up, Chris. That didn't happen. Oh, god damn it.
Oh boy.
Oh
Glad
no!
they made use of the teeth chattering sound effect.
We have to have our Picard fucks conversation all over again.
But at least Voyager's still in one piece.
Right. Well, start from the beginning. This isn't your grandfather's Star Trek, you know.
I don't.
What kind of Star Trek games has everyone played?
Damn
They
it.
legally can't have. They couldn't use those kind of mustaches on TV in this.
I came here
Could
to
they not?
ball aliens and kill aliens, and I'm all out of balls.
What's with the mustache?
No, I'm just saying it's like a very like stylized.
Oh no,
mustache.
it's a very
flamboyant.
not Trekkie, certainly.
Yeah, everyone's like at least clean shaven to start.
How weird would it be if just one of these crew members was Paul F. Tompkins for like no reason and no one ever talked about it?
At any cost.
Oh, this guy's too.
Ensign Tompkins.
Man, the Halo Master Chief Edition really does not hold up that well.
I was gonna say that Aliens Colonial Marines held up better than I remembered.
God, why is the default phaser rifle so god-awful?
That's the last words of every single, like, security ensign in Starfleet.
I was annoyed that it was almost immediately outclassed by everything else.
I have to agree with Alex at this point. The them bones sound effect of them chittering around is a little bit obnoxious.
It's great.
It doesn't even match like what's going on with these creatures, really. Like, no. It also sounds like when you're shaking a paint, like a spray can or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Please do the thing that allows me to get up.
Man, it's a good... Well, never mind.
There we go.
You know, I have to say that up until now, this game
Oh,
did not
for
have that many
fuck's
bugs
sake!
in it.
Don't auto-switch to the photon torpedo launcher when they're right next to me! God damn it.
Maybe we should start quick saving.
Every
Please.
moment, so he... Stop having to talk to this man, this Paul F.
Just
Tompkins.
get out of my way!
This is the episode where we're tortured by the ghost of Paul F. Tompkins for 30 minutes.
Welcome back. Ha, ha, ha.
We're gonna finish the episode this week, Josh said. It's probably gonna be pretty fast, Josh said.
We're not gonna finish an episode, we're just gonna keep doing this all over again.
Finish an episode? We're not finishing this level.
Oh, man.
We're never getting out, this is purgatory.
This is like a real Star Trek episode.
It is, though. Like, this is...
It's one of the ones where there's a time loop involved.
This is so much more Star Trek-y than killing hordes of bugs. It really is.
Although that's not really that difficult to do. Let's be honest.
Alright. So I think the iMod's probably our best Starfleet energy for this.
Can you imagine a situation where your like capital starship was under attack by bugs, and your response was to give one security guy every single gun on the ship and have her run after it?
Okay, now Josh, you damaged yourself by standing next to the explosion. Go back to the doctor, get health, and also grab more ammo.
And save.
And save,
And
for God's
also
sake.
save.
Saved.
Again, Do it again.
Are you
I
gonna
am
charge
so
for these,
over
Josh?
Tompkins.
Is this part of your mobile plan?
Just a moment.
Maybe we can send him on another mission to die, like a red.
Why are these
red
guys just
coat-
standing here instead of coming with me?
They're guarding the sick. What were you saying, Alex?
Oh. Uh-oh, she died.
Oh, I was saying maybe we can send him on the next mission, red shirt style, and just dispose of him
Oh
conveniently.
god. I would be in favor of
possible
this.
for her to die in that segment. Oh well. I don't think she ever even.
We seem
goes
to have
on
discovered a
mission,
galaxy
so-
that is, like, just pure vampires. Like, every single scrap of matter on this planet is vampire. Let's send in some dipshit around to just, I don't know, get a feel for the place. Send him with a tiny Federation flag.
That's Josh. That's it. She's it. She's the level.
Oh boy. Finally! No! Come back! Fuck you!
This is amazing. This is like.
I hate this segment. Hey, what's up?
So we're
like
saying
a
this is not very
cartoon
Star
you
Trek-like, but if this was an episode of Star Trek, this would be my favorite episode of Star Trek.
Are there any episodes that just sort of follow a red shirt around while things go to hell? Because that would be great.
No. But I agree, that should be
Get
a
out of my Are you kidding me? What are you doing? Get out of my fucking
We do not require medical attention.
That was amazing.
What the fuck?
Oh my god. Why is this
Why
game?
didn't they eat Neelix?
Josh, you promised us that this was the best Star Trek game. What is going on?
We'll get cleanup crews down there
Not
on
the
the
best
double.
part of it.
Can't believe the aliens survived that hit from the dreadnought.
Oh god, that hurt.
Been much worse had we not disabled the harvester.
Not that that's
What the fuck was that subtitle?
Mandible.
See that subtitle that just had nothing to do what?
Mandible.
Morale officer, I've noticed people are a little on edge from
It's like out of
being on the
place.
ship for so long. I just hope
Oh,
they'll-
Yeah,
orgy scene?
Neelix, we just fought off an alien invasion. You think people are on edge? That's your fucking insight?
We've got to
The
worry
ship's
about
morale
what's going
officer.
on with and his missing lung.
Oh god.
Yeah, that's true. Did we ever get your lung back?
Mental control and critical systems will be online
Actually, I need one of those. Can I borrow it for a bit?
No kidding.
How long before warp drive? I want to get Voyager as far from this death trap as possible.
I might be able to get it up and running, but I can't
I
guarantee.
did always think it was interesting that the security officer is like this half Klingon, half human lady. He's got to like deal with that
Wait.
horrible fate of being a half Klingon, half human world in the Star Trek
What's on
universe.
your mind?
Well, aren't we going to counterattack?
She's the
I
engineer
believe
with the
so, right?
I
security.
mean, are we going to just
But
sit
yeah,
there
That's her
and
deal.
wait
most
to
of
attack them?
most
Or
of
are
the
we going to
episodes
strike
that are
back?
not about
I
her
don't intend to
romance
leave
with
Voyager
Tom
sitting
Paris
by
are about her
Maybe you
being
weren't paying attention
upset
just now.
with being half
We're really
Klingon,
not
basically.
getting out of here.
Ms. Monroe, you were
So they don't do a good job with that?
The captain
I
has rejected the
honestly
proposal.
don't
Captain,
even remember.
I'm just saying what
Isn't
everyone's
Spock
thinking.
only half Vulcan?
Hanson, just what is everyone?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like in the
It's
way
just
that
people are
like
tired of being on the defensive.
he's
I have
never
to agree.
it doesn't ever matter except for when it gets brought up specifically for a plot point.
Best defense is often a strong offense.
What are we supposed to do without engines and weapons? Drift over there and use harsh language?
God,
That
Tuvok
thing's
is such a
counter
boring
defenses cut
character.
Voyager to ribbons.
Not every problem can be solved by force, Ensign. I would have thought
Like
you
they
would.
just, they
Oftentimes,
have
Spock's
Vulcan and they just
storyline
do
has to
nothing with
do-
them.
Wounds, the
His
Force
like
will send
a
another
strange
harvester.
relationship with his father,
reason to
actually,
get
because
repairs
he
done
connected
sooner.
more with his
What
mother.
if the repairs can't be
Yeah.
finished because of the dampening field?
Despite the
bring that
fact
stuff
that you
up?
think he would be more, oh yeah, like in the original series.
But I'm not just captain of this ship.
I mean,
I'm the captain
there was
of
really
this
only
crew.
one episode in the
I
original
can't
series
ignore the
where
morale of my people. They
Sarek
don't get a
showed
chance
up,
to
I
fight
think.
back.
But like
They might
definitely in
not
the
have any
movies, like
fight left
Sarek's
in
in
them
like
by the
most
time
of
the next
them.
harvester comes.
Um,
And I can't ignore the fate
and that's
of
like
the
a much
other
bigger
countless
thing.
victims this
Especially on
forge
that
has
bit where
taken.
like Spock
And the
dies
one
for a
that's yet
bit
to take.
and then
Yeah.
gets better.
We've been fighting so hard for our own survival, we've almost forgotten our responsibility to the others trapped here. If we have a chance to stop this madness once and for all, we must.
So,
no.
To recap, the argument that Monroe is making here is, well, we could fix everything and leave, but what if we, like, went to the center of the thing and blew it up instead?
Of course. Look,
that would raise morale. Like, that's literally that is literally the argument that she's making here is, man, it sucks being on the defensive. What if we unnecessarily attempt to also attack the heart of this horrible death trap?
Isn't that, based on what you've told me, something Janeway would do, though? Like, it's in character.
Yes.
I mean, it depends on which Janeway we're talking about, because Janeway's character tends to depend on who's writing her. I mean, I can definitely see the argument of like, well, hey, we should probably also, you know, destroy this thing if we can.
Crewman Jaworski, yes.
But the plan that we put together to do it is pretty wacky.
Don't know how to operate it, do we?
I would say, though, at worst, she's extremely comfortable with war crimes.
Recall system.
Yeah.
Programmed to return to the forge on its own.
I just don't remember this many mustaches being in Star Trek.
They're not.
Like,
they're trying to force the narrative here.
Just myself,
there were these stashes in like the 80s movies, but...
Okay, Scotty had a mustache, I remember that, and then obviously the Jonathan Frakes full beard, but off the top of my head, that's it.
Our scans indicate that the external defense's power grid
Picard had a
is located
goatee in
somewhere
one
in this
episode.
area.
When he was evil.
A hologram of Picard.
Oh my god, what if those are the evil versions of themselves and they snuck aboard the ship and replaced themselves?
Like the hidden meta-narrative of the game.
It's only half a goatee. It's a mustache with no beard, so they're probably not evil. They're probably just like kind of shitty and lame.
Liz, what kind of resistance?
Just like the burnout underachiever versions.
I remember a number of the asshole characters in Star Trek 3 had mustaches.
And who knows what else? We don't know anything about this.
Or that, or they're from the 1970s porn
guard,
parody dimension, alternate dimension.
And the that annoying captain of the Excelsior.
But the hazard team was
I just googled Star Trek mustache. Worf had a goatee. I forgot about that.
Oh yeah, well, all Klingons have facial hair. Well, almost, actually, like, even to very recently with the Discovery redesign, that's when they kind of didn't have facial hair. Some of them.
Even the women.
We will shut down this death trap.
All right.
Of course, the
no,
Discovery
they don't. I know. I
redesign kinda
realized
just
maybe
made it
no
so
one
nobody
believed.
has hair.
in 1/2 hour. Dismissed.
Like, for a while, everyone was bald.
Come to wish me luck, Tuvok?
Vulcans do not believe.
Just
in
makes
luck,
sense,
Ms.
you know.
Monroe. However, your success is crucial.
Look, all I want to see before I die is Jonathan Frakes playing Orson Welles in a movie about the end of Orson Welles' life.
Your team deactivates the outer defenses.
Is that really the actor you want to play? Like, you want to pick out of anyone you could possibly pick?
Have you seen Jonathan Frakes in Picard? I think he would do very well.
Yeah.
That's actually the biggest bird you could have possibly made about Jonathan Frakes.
I'm just saying, like, you can overdub him with Maurice LaMarche if you want, but to physically act him, I want to have Jonathan Frakes.
He just like takes a sip from Picard's vintage. He's like, the French champagne.
He'd probably be up for it. He's not really doing much right now. It was kind of a shame that his directorial career kind of just fizzled out after Clock Stoppers. Which I've just now remembered.
It's a shame we didn't get the sequel to Clock Stoppers.
Brent Spiner was in one of the worst movies ever, Master of Disguise, I think it's called.
Oh my god.
I've seen that one.
And his gimmick was he farted at inappropriate times.
Classic.
Yeah.
Pee pee poo poo is at the top. Remember, farting is right up there.
Yeah. I mean, it's the oldest joke.
That's where you go after Star Trek.
Until now, Zach Gibbs' greatest challenge has been to find a way to buy a car. But when he discovers an odd wristwatch amidst his father's various inventions and slips it on, something very strange happens. The world around him seems to come to a stop, everything and everybody frozen in time. Zach quickly learns how to manipulate the device, and he and his quick-witted and beautiful new friend Francesca start to have some real fun. This sounds like a porn... This does not sound...
As I
think
recall,
I've seen this one.
Opening of it was pretty porny.
This looks like a kid's movie. This looks like it takes place in the same universe as that gerbil action movie.
What?
I mean, it is
G-Force, yeah.
It is kind of a kid's movie. You know, it's a young adult film, but
Just like all the Star Trek movies. The young adults.
You could have a whole, like, depressing and sort of mean-spirited podcast just, like, reviewing movies that Star Trek actors, like, starred in or directed after Star Trek.
Oh, baby.
Are you sure?
oops, I skipped the bit where Beesman jumped down the hole. Oh well.
So what are we doing? Where are we?
So basically the plan is we're gonna disable this thing's external sensors, and then everybody on Voyager is gonna hop in a bunch of fucking shuttles and fly over, and we're going to literally invade the Forge with an infantry force composed of most of the crew and all of the main cast.
For morale.
Yeah.
Because until we lose, it'll feel good while we're doing it.
In fairness, I mean, it is slightly more intelligent than that, but still, like, the argument for morale always struck me as like, well, who cares? We could just leave. Because that is, like, what we can do. Like, Voyager is being fixed while this is all happening. And it's not like they were going to send another ship or something, or at least it didn't seem like it.
Hey, did you guys know that Jonathan Frakes directed Star Trek Klingon?
Did he really?
Yeah.
What is Star Trek
the
Klingon?
FMV stuff. It's an FMV Star Trek video game.
Yeah, it's one of two FMV Star Trek video games, actually. The other one, oh man, we should do Star Trek Borg.
There's Star Trek FMV games?
Yeah, there's two of them.
Oh, baby.
Borg and Klingon.
With, like, original video or, like, clips from the show?
Video. Like,
100%
original. In Star Trek Borg, it starts with Q sending you to your father's ship to save it from being destroyed by the Borg. Q. John Delancey.
But, like,
no, but who are you playing?
Some random person?
You are some Starfleet character. Why aren't you dead?
Quaylen Furlong.
Ugh.
Of course, that's his name.
That's the worst
like
fucking Star Trek name.
Ugh. I don't know. That just is not good.
It's dumb, but it's also pretty awesome because every time you die, it's like John Delancey sarcastically talking about how much you suck, and then rewinding time.
The weird thing about that game is that your deaths are basically canon, to the point where canonically you actually need to die to win. Like, you cannot have a no deaths run of Star Trek Borg.
I never played Klingon or heard anything about Klingon. It's definitely the one that nobody cares about of the two.
They also have a
the central shaft.
Because many of the choices in the game depend upon either Klingon cultural situations or on explicit instructions given in the Klingon language, the game provides the player with a variety of educational tools. Within the game itself, the player can pause the story and examine objects in each scene to learn more about the significance. The third disc of the game features a language instruction program with a speech recognition engine by Dragon Systems.
Whoa.
In addition to the audiobook Power Klingon, a cultural primer narrated by Michael Dorn.
You know what's going to be great? We're going to play that live, and the entire Let's Play is going to be us looking up pronunciations and characters in an online book about what someone just said.
The final boss is that you need to compliment...
and also plays a video game.
The final boss is that you need to compliment someone's painting without coming off as, like, an ass kisser.
Is that real? Is that true?
No, that's not true.
I like that Josh believed that it was true. In that moment, there was this amazing Klingon art criticism game that Josh so desperately wanted to be real.
I mean, come on, why not?
That would be like a real Star Trek climax. Like that would be like the climax of an actual Star Trek episode. Maybe not the A plot, but it would definitely be the B plot.